Melbourne is obviously the first Grand Prix of the season. I think obviously goes there with high hopes. Hopefully you go in there with confidence. We've had a relatively good winter ahead of us, so I think the excitement around the team is very good. Melbourne's a great place, a great vibe about the city. Being the first Grand Prix, I think everybody's emotions, equally the crowd, get behind it, and it is the other side of the world to where we live. There is a very good vibe about Melbourne. I think as you arrive there, we obviously come very early, and you see the build-up generally build from day to day ahead of the Grand Prix. The Australian fans are great. It's a very good location where Albert Park is, I think, with the water in the middle, the golf course. Everybody can get close to the track, see the action, and really feel part of it. And equally, we get to enjoy that. And equally get to do all our pre-race stuff and do a lot of filming near the beach, which is also another unusual thing for a Grand Prix track. Melbourne obviously is a good mix of a street track, obviously, and a normal track. There are different parts of it. I think that makes the lap very, very, very good. You have both aspects to look at in car setup, so it's quite a challenge in that sense of things. Also, the race is a twilight event, so you're almost going into the dark in the evening to try and at the end of the Grand Prix. So even seeing, getting the tyre temperatures, all these things come into the end result, and it makes the engineering staff have to work a bit harder, and equally the driver, to maximise your performance. We arrive at Melbourne very early ahead of the first Grand Prix, being the biggest time zone that we have to go through. It's good to go down there. There's a lot of good course roads to get out cycling, which I enjoy very much. It's a big part of my training. Equally running along the beach, and generally the Australian lifestyle and how they go about sports. There's very good compounds, and we can all take advantage from that. I enjoy Sector 3 at Melbourne. I think there's a good technical aspect of it. It is the end of the lap, so depending on how you've done at the beginning of the lap is how committed you will be in that sector. But there's a lot of lap time to be gained. And equally, the last corner is probably the biggest challenge. Once your tyres, you've used them to the maximum of their advantage throughout the lap. It's whether they will hold on through the last sector.